What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, DN Duel commentary. We got Diane Trucking at the top, 1601. KSB Sasori, 1483. Looks like Diane Trucking opened up with Dragon Shrine. That put both of those in the graveyard. It was a Flame Veil Guard and a Redox. Redox will trigger, getting him Tree Dragon, which he can't summon. Okay, so he plays Flame Veil Guard, and it looks like he's going for Synchro level 8. He goes for Spark Dragon. And we know he has a tree in hand. So, okay, he just puts Spark Dragon on field raw. Now, against a deck that can go double rank or double level 4, that's no good because they'll just 101 it. I mean, and I'd be willing to go 101. I mean, it gets me a free +1. No way, it's not. You give up 2 monsters for a Synchro, that's -1. And then you get, yeah, so you're actually just 1-for-1. Okay, so KSB is playing one of the decks that I love. Okay, I'm getting a little excited here because he's playing Koa'ki Meiru. He goes for Urknight. He's going to activate Urknight's effect. I learned about Koa'ki Meiru about 2 days ago. For those of you guys who don't know, this deck's off the fucking chain. Like, I don't know. A lot of people say that a lot of these cards came out in Primal. This deck is fucking raw. Alright, so he's going for Urknight. If you don't know what it does, Urknight basically lets you... when you reveal a Koa'ki Meiru core, it lets you special summon a Beast Warrior. Is it a Beast Warrior or just a what's it called? Yeah, it's a level 4 Koa'ki Meiru from the deck. Oh, by the way, it's not once per turn, as you see. Yo, he's going ham, son. And since they're all Beast Warrior, then you can just totally abuse like the Fire Fist engine. You can run Tenzin and Tenki, and you can make King Tiger a lot. So you see that he's going for you see that he got 1 King Tiger, got Tensu. Played another Urknight, revealed Diamond Core again. Now he's going for 101. He's going to Snatch Steal Spark Dragon, and he'll be able to attack. Okay, so this guy's 24, this guy's 21. That's 45k. So his opponent takes 45k, and you gotta look. I mean, he didn't give up any advantage. Like, you know, okay, so he loads his back row up. Tenki doesn't count as advantage. Tensu is like, I count that as like half a card because its effect can sometimes be really, really good. Yeah, I count that as like half a card. But then he still has all the back row. Now, Iron Core is probably in his hand, and you see that Diane Trucking is, this is his last stand, excuse me. You see that he goes Water Dragon, Tree Dragon. He's obviously going for rank 8. I would have to imagine that he's going to go Erratic. Yeah, the other cards didn't make sense. You see he's Blackhorned, and that might end it because he only has Tempest in graveyard. Tempest can crash with Tiger King, but you still got 101 on board. Actually, I don't think you scoop there. You scoop if your opponent shows you a monster. Okay, so a Dragon Shrine comes down, which technically means he'll be able to go, if he dumps a normal and a Dragon Ruler, I guess he'd be able to go rank 7. I would imagine he's going to dump, I don't know, a Blue Eyes and like Blaster. I mean, well, you'd want to get Blaster if for no other reason to attack, to be able to run over this and then take a material from Honor Arc. So KBS right now playing very good. He is kind of low on monsters though, and neither one of these guys, they make advantage, or you know, they pay for themselves essentially, but they don't actually give you any additional monsters. Now you see he just drops a Blaster in there. Maybe he doesn't run Blue Eyes in the main. There's no way possible he doesn't run Blue Eyes in the main. He may have 2 Blue Eyes in his hand or something like that. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't dump a normal in there too, because he has Water Dragon and Tree Dragon that he can banish to summon Blaster, and he's got the Flame Veil Guard that he used to summon Stardust. I guess the Flame Veil Guard and the Stardust, that's how he's going to summon the second one. Okay, you know what? Fuck that. All that goes down the drain because he has Soul Charge. Yeah, when your opponent has Soul Charge, you can forget about that. Now, he can only go for 3, so it's like not that bad, you know. Now, if Sasori has a Bottomless in him, obviously that'd be great because you could just get rid of both of these. Okay, now it looks like Diane Trucking's going rank 7. He goes for Dracosack. That gets Blackhorned. And I think he'll have to make Dracosack the old-fashioned way, too. He'll have to make it by banishing the Dragon Rulers. The problem is, if he happens to get either a Tenki, well, yeah, because a Tenki would get him Urknight. If he happens to get a Tenki, he will lose because KSB will just cowboy him. He won't even care about all the monsters he has on board. He'll just cowboy him for game, or he'll go Heartland Draco. He can do that for game too. Actually, I didn't notice he had the Hieratic Dragon in there. He has a bunch of ways, I guess, to get the rank 7. No way, maybe not. He only has 3 cards in his graveyard and 1 is Soul Charge. He goes Draco Sack. I assume he's gonna pop King Tiger. This situation isn't that bad. Okay, so he goes for 101. Oh, now he's gonna make Black Rose. Ah, okay, I see. So, alright, the board is cleared, and I guess, okay, so if he just draws any monster, please draw a monster. Oh, Lord, he didn't draw a monster. Lord, he didn't draw a monster. This can be really bad because DN Trucking has a graveyard, well, it's like semi-full of dragons. Honestly, there's not really that many dragons in there. Okay, so, well, when you remove Tempest and you start activating effects, I guess it becomes a lot more because, well, he went for Debris Dragon. I was going to say maybe he goes for Influence Dragon and goes for, like, Leo or something like that. Okay, well, never mind. He's just going to trade it in for more cards. I guess to, well, he only has 1 Dragon Ruler in there now. Anyways, it looks like KSB, okay, he's not eating anything. Blaster is banished. It can't activate because it already used its effect. And again, it comes down if KSB can draw a monster. Whatever monster he gets, he's probably going to try and use. He locks down the face down with Goyoku. And DN Trucking just passes. Okay, he draws him. He draws a card. Or he draws a card. I'm sounding so stupid. He draws the Urknight. And basically he had game 2 ways there. Because not only could he have used Urknight's effect, getting the 3rd Crusader and just attack, but then he had Cowboy as insurance. Yeah, there's even if his opponent had Scarecrow, Cowboy is the insurance for that. So again, once you have 2 overs, it's pretty much impossible for your opponent to come back. It's not like they're going to draw Cowboy or they're going to draw like Swift Scarecrow, Max CU, and then have Baylor or something like that. Something ridiculous. So KSB takes game 1, pretty much by the skin of his teeth. But again, if DN Trucking didn't have that Soul Charge, KSB probably would have been a little better off. I mean, you can't expect for your opponent to get through double Black Horn. I mean, seriously? So anyways, it looks like DN Trucking will be opening game 2 as well. And this is one of those decks like Scraps, which I'll probably do a video on. For the life of me, if anyone would fucking play Scraps on DN, I'd probably record at least 3 duels with them because no one plays it. You know, on like nobody 1500 or up plays Scraps, but this is one of those decks that got a boost from Primal. And honestly, I'm going on the pretty much on the word of other people. Like other people told me a lot of these cards were coming out in Primal. I mean, I can't even confirm that because I didn't really look into them. But from what I've seen and the plays that the deck makes, like it's pretty legit. And I'm talking about Koa'ki Meiru. Like Urknight's fucking great. Like if you just ask me Urknight as a card, I'd be like, it's incredible. It's 1900 beats. If you reveal an Iron Core, which a lot of those Iron Cores didn't fucking do anything forever, all you have to do is reveal an Iron Core, and then he basically gets another level 4 beater from the deck, and he doesn't negate the effect. It doesn't tell you what XYZ you can go into. It doesn't die during the end phase. You don't have to put it in defense or anything. Like basically, you just summon straight from the deck and keep it moving. Crusader is legit. Because Crusader, if he runs over somebody, he recruits. Those are the 2 best ones. And then Diamond Core. Diamond Core is legit as shit too. Alright, so let's go to the duel right quick. We had, a Gold Sarcophagus for Redox, which added Tree Dragon. And I think he played Dragon Shrine, which got him Flameveil Guard and Title. And now you see he went Soul Charge, which means... KSB played Maxi. He'll get a 1-for-1. I doubt that DN Trucking is going to summon anymore. I mean, well, I guess, yeah, why summon? I mean, alright, so DN Trucking just sets a card in his back row. KSB is, I mean, he gets a 1-for-1. He probably wanted a little more out of that max C, but he got what he got, I guess. So you see that Urknight is played. He reveals the Iron Core. He's probably going to summon, what's it called? He's probably going to summon Crusader from his deck. This card is amazing. This card is fucking amazing. Now, I don't know why he summons it in defense mode. You do, let's see. Special summon 1 Koa'ki Meiru from your deck. 1 level 4 or lower, obviously. I think most of the good ones are level 4 or lower. But it's like it doesn't have any restrictions or anything, so... And then, you know, since a lot of them are Beast Warrior, like I said, they get to use the Fire Fist engine. You know what I mean? Like even more so than a deck like Bujin's does, because this deck can actually make use of 10 Sin. And I guess Koa'ki Meiru don't really have a go-to Xyz to go into. So, you know, as Bujin's have like Susanoo and, you know, Constellars have Pallades, to where they don't really ever, well, I guess I'll half count Constellars because they don't use Tenki as much as other decks do. Alright, so anyways, we saw Tiger King get Tenki, which got him another copy of Urknight, which is why Koa'ki Meiru loved this card, because it just gets them Tenkis and Tenkis and Tenkis. And you saw that title went to Diane Trucking's hand, but looks like he can't special summon it because Iron Wall was played. Now it looks like he's just gonna keep KSB's just gonna keep going in with the what's it called, with the Koa'ki Meiru Urknights. I mean, every time he reveals that Iron Core, he gets another Crusader, and at this point you can just go beat. I don't even think I'd exceed. I mean, he's going to. I wonder what you make. You might want to make. Okay, so it goes Dweller, I guess, wanting to fight off. Whoa, what the fuck is that? XYZ Universe. Target 2 Xyzs on the field, send both to the graveyard, then special summon 1 Xyz from your extra deck whose rank is equal to or 1 less higher than the combined of those ranks. So that would be 7 or 9. Wait, it said equal to? I literally just read the card out loud and I don't remember what the fuck it does. Target 2... Oh yeah, equal to. My bad. And the spell becomes an Xyz material 2 Felgrand. Wow. So that was, holy fuck, that was a huge change in momentum. I mean, essentially, and I guess he's going to use the Monster Reborn effect. Why wouldn't you? It's not like you're going to summon Redox any other way. So Redox targets itself with its own Monster Reborn effect. And damn, man, KBS just lost a whole bunch of cards. He just lost a ton of cards. And it looks like he just scooped it up. His opponent had Felgrand. You saw that he used Redox to summon itself. He went into Spark Dragon. I don't think there was much coming back from that. And it's really bad because he had everything that he wanted. He had King Tiger. He had Urknight. He had the setup that he so desperately wanted to get. You know, he had Iron Wall on top of that. So I think that, well, I mean, honestly, he's kind of been steamrolling Diane Trucking. I don't think he'll go so Xyz heavy. Like, I'm not saying he won't King Tiger, but I think that that's one of those cards he's going to be looking out for, because that's a card you honestly would never expect for your opponent to play. Oh yeah, Diamond Core, the card that I want to talk about also. Diamond Core is legit as fuck also. I don't know if this card came out in Primal, but it's amazing. If you don't know what Diamond Core does, basically it adds either that, the Iron Core, or I think you can get any level 4 or lower Koa'ki Meiru. Add 1 Koa'ki Meiru from your hand. Okay, it doesn't even have to be level 4 or lower. It can just be anyone. And what's really good is it's kind of like half row to half hair, because you can banish this card from your graveyard, and then all your Koa'ki Meiru monsters can't be destroyed for the rest of the turn. So it's actually, no, it's even better than hair, because it's like blanket. It works on the entire field. So the card is super good. It's really, really good. It's like for the longest time, all of the Koa'ki Meiru monsters were like complete shit, and now they all have synergy, and then they have this, which is like a way upgraded version of the Iron Core, and then you have Urknight, which is good as shit, and Crusader is really good too. And I like, because, I mean, these guys are, you know, this guy's 2K, this guy's fucking 19. Like, if these guys, they could have easily fucked this up by making these guys like all 1700. Like, that would have been garbage. then they wouldn't have been able to get over like Georgia armor and shit like that. You know what I mean? But these guys are fucking legit beaters, and every time they hit the field, they're a threat to make pluses. All right, so you see that Diane trucking. After his opponent went King Tiger, obviously he tinkied for another copy of Urknight, and then set 2. Diane trucking opens with Foolish to get himself a Blue Eyes, which he trades in for a couple cards. So he's still technically 1 for 1 all the way. You see he still has 6 cards in hand. He does have 2 dragons, so he can summon any of them if he has any dragons in his hand. The thing is, what can he do? What can he do? I mean, he can only summon right now 1 dragon. While 1 dragon is enough to kill King Tiger, is it enough to... Man, this dude always has Soul Charge. Holy shit. So you see he opens... well, he plays Soul Charge. Probably going to pay 2,000. Okay, well, he gets DD Crowed. I'd imagine you're going to DD Crow the Blue Eyes. Yeah, you DD Crow the Blue Eyes because... well... I don't think it's so much about the synchro. I don't think you want to have to deal with this as a beat stick, to be honest, because it's not like your opponent is guaranteed to exceed summon with it. I mean, all they got to do is be like attack, 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 attack. It is still 3k beats. Now, obviously, a lower Silver Dragon is, well, I mean, it's one of those cards where it's like maximum benefit, but then you kind of open yourself for Black Horn, shit like that. So, Diane Trucking doesn't play anything, surprisingly so. Now, maybe he does have some Dragon Rulers in hand, and right now he wouldn't have any monsters to summon them with because Blue Eyes is in the grave. And it looks like KBS is going to try and take advantage of this. The question is, will he go Abyss Dweller, which would essentially negate this? It would stop his opponent from getting the Blue Eyes to hand, or do you just do as much damage as possible? And you see he gets another Tiger King. I think he's probably going for damage. Because you look at it this way. Okay, so he goes for Tensu. Maybe he's going to play the 3rd Urknight. Then he plays Tenki. Holy shit. And when you have that many fire formations, then the fire formations themselves kind of become like kind of small attackers. Because think of it like this. Okay, if he attacks directly with 3 of these guys, that is 900 more damage. So essentially that is a second attacker. And it looks like Diane Trucking just scoops it up. He didn't have any monsters to respond. And essentially what was going to happen was KBS was going to use his 3rd Urknight. He was going to get Crusader from deck. I imagine at that point he's just looking to ram. Crusader rams this guy, which means that Crusader is going to trigger. It's going to get him another Koa'ki Meiru to hand. I don't think we saw any other Koa'ki Meirus. These are the only 2 he needed. And then this is 23, this is 25, this is 25. I don't even know what that is off the top, but you add 800 to that because of Cowboy. Plus he would have had monsters on board. And technically if he would have had a couple of bears in deck, he could have triggered these guys if they would have died. I didn't know, we didn't see any bears, but either way, good shit. Thank you guys for watching as always.